Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Mountain Blade Warband Prophecy of Pendor, where we've got a pretty competent force now at 49 troops including ourselves. So probably you want to be thinking about money. Getting some more businesses down would be inherently a useful thing to do. We also have some more quests for the Silver Mist Rangers, more quests to do even for the Silver Mist Rangers. Getting myself tongue twisted there, as I often seem to do. We're going to hang around Marlion because there's usually some forest bandits around here. Although, reasonably, we've got a decent sized force. If there's a small Jatu force around, we could possibly take them on, although a Jatu army has just spawned, which is possibly problematic. If we can find a decently small Jatu force, we might be able to take them on. That's a Jatu army. We do not want to take them on, for sure. 31 would be a little bit tough for us, I think. I don't know how they... Yeah, they feel they can win that fight, so I'm not going to take them on. 14 Jatu, though, is a lot better. Aha! That's more people I wanted to fight. Right. Pause here. I did not want to fight that many people. Cavalry charge! Cavalry charge! This might be bad. We might just need to run away from this. I'm not sure we're going to win this fight, to be honest. I mean, if we do win this, we'll end up having some good money and good quests from this. I mean, a lot of their troops are actually these kind of crappy villagers. But as you can see, we're already taking a lot of issues. This is something we're going to want to pull back from, I think. Yeah, we need to get out of here. Lost way too many people there. We leave. I thought this troop was fighting someone else and they weren't, unfortunately. Your pardon, madam, for your information. Those of my house do not run from battle, or I'll not be pleased if you follow a similar course in the future. Yes, your companions can get quite annoyed with you if you do something they deem to be silly. 7 Jatu there. I think it's going to be tough to catch them with that other group there. Ooh. I think we just got away with that. Charge them. Best we can do is charge. That's our Noldor Ranger, by the way. We want to keep him alive for as long as possible, because he's going to be very strong. But we might have some issues here. I think we've still got enough strong troops to take these guys out, though. He says, slightly... kind of slightly wondering if I might have made another bad decision fighting these guys. We're definitely going to pick up some more mercenaries in Laria, because... Oh, keep that Noldor alive. That Noldor is incredibly important to us. He's an excellent archer. Take out the guy's horse. Good, someone else can finish him off. In fact, maybe we can finish him off. There we go. And deal with this chap if we can. Seven damage on him. The Noldor Rangers killed a Jatu Warlord. Excellent. This fight was a lot more manageable. Should have gone for this one first, really. Let's see if we do some pathetic horse archery from a distance. Not that we're going to be able to, because horse archery is awful to do when you're low level. Archery is much easier to do on foot. Oh, goodness me, that's a lot of damage. There we go. Our horse is taking a lot of damage. Hopefully not crippled. And we're knocked out, but Singarian horseman couldn't have shot a little bit earlier, that's fine. Enemy's been defeated. 4 renown, 12 morale. In that case, it's pretty good. I don't know how much you'll give us in terms of score. We also need to buy some more food in Laria, as we're pretty low. That's given us 700 score. It's better than nothing, but we do now very much need to head to Laria to sell stuff. Buy food. Get some more mercenaries, because that first engagement was not positive. Ah, the woods of Laria. This place has all sorts of evil creatures lurking in its shadows. There are even shapeshifters here, if you can believe the old tales. The king of Sidon declared this place to be his personal hunting preserve and said he'd hang anyone who as much as strung a bow here. What's the result? A family grows hungry and the father poaches to feed them. The Lord Sheriff hangs him and takes his land. His sons, rather than starve, turn bandit. Naturally, anyone in the valley escaping a debt, a nagging wife or a vengeful noble, comes up here and joins them, living on wild pigs, berries, and the purses of unwary travellers. I know this because I was taken by bandits and held for ransom, but I got away. That's really all there is to tell. Very interesting. Right, into Laria. Let's go to the marketplace, sell all this. We are going to keep those silver gauntlets because they're pretty good for us. There's a lot of oil here. We might even be worth selling that over at Ethos. I know it makes a pretty penny. Let's grab all that grain, some fruit. Grain is very cheap here, which is nice. I would assess the local prices because if that oil is worth anything, which it is, buying oil here, see, it's already quite expensive. I thought we might be able to get away with it, but no. I just saw Lethal Deering, but we'll get to him in a second. Richard, hello. You have an opportunity for me. 4 Omen Seekers for 268. I can't afford that. I'll take these for carving manhunters. Lethal Deering is like the Noldor Ranger, but he's a permanent Noldor Ranger. He will never die. Greetings, human. Do you happen to be in need of a Noldor services? Allow me to present myself. I'm Lethal Deering, once of the house of Huithril, but now, alas, an exile. It may seem unusual to you to find a Noldor seeking work in a tavern, but I am unfortunately now adrift in the human world. The trouble began with my hobby, which is dueling, and I became quite good at it. This, of course, meant that dueling partners found our exercise fatal rather too often for Huithril. After the demise of one of his favourite nephews, he exiled me. I frequently found employment amongst your lords as an assassin. So many of them seem to dislike one another, don't they? Unfortunately, my latest employer failed to produce the coin promised where I completed my task, and has set his men after me to eliminate his debt. I also know well the use of poisons, the garrote, the art of setting a threat silently. With any little annoyances plaguing you, I could eliminate them for you easily. However, he costs a lot of money. I can throw daggers, shoot accurately, I'm excellent with a sword, and I'm slippery as Quicksilver. You'll find me useful both in and out of a fight. But he needs 6,000, and I can't afford that. And that's going to be a long time before I can, but Lethal Deering is very useful to have on board. For now, though, let's head back to Cylon, because we probably need a few more troops and also more money. We're taking a loss of 300 a week at the moment, which isn't terrible, but it's not spectacular either. Charge? Just charge, that's fine. Because there'll be some cavalry here. Let's see if we can knock out one of these horses' heads. No, it hit his shield. Wow, that Singolian speedman got absolutely destroyed. There we go. Kill that horseman because I had really good speed there. That's good. We're starting to get our proficiencies up now. We're no longer quite as helpless as we once were, which is useful. But we're still taking a lot of damage. Even though our armour's not terrible, it's not perfect either. There we go. Fields to be 1. Grab these bits to sell. That's not a bad horse. We might hold on to that one. And the rest we can go to sell. Again, won't be worth a huge amount, but it'll be better than nothing. Those are Inquisition Heathen Hunters. They're fine. They're no threat to us. Pendor Light Bowman. Vikavi Sentinel. We'll go for a Balestra. These are crossbowmen by trade, and they can go into gunmen, who are slow firing but very strong soldiers. Right, over to Sarleon. Let's go sell those goods we picked up. We'll get a few hundred for them if nothing else. And we'll see who's in the tavern. Clear Swiftage. Any jobs for me? Not jobs, but any troops, I should say. Ooh, Adventuriers I do like. They're quality soldiers and they're not too expensive. Any jobs for me, Mr. Guildmaster? You want me to deliver ale to Ravensstern? Yeah, I can do that, that's fine. Speaking of trade, let's go to the marketplace and see if there's anything else that we can send to Ravenstone to make some additional money. Buying ale here would make 24 an item. Is there any spare ale going? There's one. Fine. I mean, if it makes us 22 dinars, it makes us 22 dinars. I'm not going to say no. Right, up to Ravenstone territory. And we will come back and deal with some more Jatu once we're a little bit stronger, I think. I see some Black Coven there. I think we can afford to take on some Black Coven, that's fine. I need to watch out for those Knights of the Dawn, though. They're a problem. To Highcliffe. I think we can just keep going, actually. I think we're far enough away. Yeah, those Knights of the Dawn are no joke. They're not someone I want to deal with. Who are you? You were Blackroot Clan Warriors. You've got some troops I can have. See if I can catch up to these guys. They're quicker than us. We're not going to be able to catch up to them. We need to upgrade our stats there. But let's head to Ravenstone. That's a heretical army who's just spawned. Wonderful. Marketplace. I think I just need to speak to the tavern keeper here. There you go, 7 units of ale. It also gives us positive relations with both Salion and Ravenstone, so it's not a bad idea to do. Maiden Scouts.
Hello there.
They're nice and cheap for quite a few troops, that's fine. Do you have a job for me here? Some Red Brotherhood. I'll take it, that's fine. We may not be able to see them though, but we can speak to one of the lords. Hello there, Lord Conrad. Because they can sometimes tell you where people are. They should show up in pink. I did see some Red Brotherhood back the way we came, actually. Those are just some brigands, but we may well decide to take them on. That's an adventure company. I'm not thrilled to take those guys on, to be honest. Adventure companies are pretty strong, all things considered. I'll take out those... Oh, okay, I was going to help them there, but no chance of helping there at all, really. 3 CS patrol I can avoid. We probably won't be able to find this Red Brotherhood clan, to be honest. I don't even think we picked it up, you know, as a quest. Never mind.
I am Estrella, goddess of justice. Fight to defend it, and I will aid you when and where I can.
Thank you, mysterious goddess. I'm sure we'll do that. Head to the brigand camp, because there may be some, would you believe, brigands for us to take on. That's interesting. So it's going to be 259 of us versus 25, because we've got some other major Salion force here. We can just charge, that's fine. It's always, I always like seeing the professional armies because they look so cool. I don't think I've ever done a run as a Salion count or countess. I normally play as the Empire or the Ravenstone. Sometimes the Fiat's Fen. But I don't think I've ever done a Salion or a Deshar run. I don't know why particularly, it's never really been one that I've done before. Maybe one for the future. See if we can take you out. No, I think somebody just do it. Wow, we are absolutely awful with a bow and arrow. I doubt we'll get much loot of this because there's 300 other people here. But if nothing else, we might get a prisoner or two. 6 items left in the pool. It's money. It's not going to be spectacular. It's better than nothing. Any more brigands hiding about? Doesn't look like it, so let's go to here. Sell this stuff. I'll just sell that ale here. I don't think it made a profit, but that's fine because we didn't sell it at Ravenstone. Anything from Marlion worth selling on anywhere else? Wool at Windholm. But not a huge profit, to be perfectly honest. Let's go hunt some more Jatu. I think we now can be slightly less silly with our ways of operating. That'd be good. We still have a couple of okay troops. As long as we don't get brought into a massive dispute. 22 I'd be willing to take on. Jatu. Cavalry charge ASAP. Infantry here. Archers behind. Cavalry buys us time, essentially. It slows them down. Right, infantry charge now. This could still be a mistake, but because a lot of our low-level archers, the maiden warders and stuff, will be killed. Everyone needs to charge. Now, oh, we lost our Noldor Ranger. No, that's a problem. But it was somewhat inevitable. I knew we were going to lose him at some point. If nothing else, this is giving us score with the Silver Mist, which is important. Just trying to knock out this guy's horse if I can. Oh! Cease and desist, sir. Nope, nope, no. Run away, run away, run away. Bugger off! Leave me in peace. Still having some issues, for sure. Oh, we're knocked out. Can we manage this? Can we win this? It kind of feels like we're not going to be able to, actually. It really depends. No, I don't think we are going to win this, unfortunately. No, let's leave. Anson looks upset. I know, I'm sorry, Anson. My lady, I think your decisions that led us to turn every battle into bloodbath for our side disgraceful. Such actions do not sit well with me. Hopefully it won't happen again. Ugh, that wasn't spectacular. Okay, we're not quite ready yet for the Jatu. At least at that strength. I mean, the problem is a lot of our numbers came from quite low-level troops, low-level mercenaries. We'll pick up some more maiden warders. They're not spectacular as you saw in that last fight, but we just need some troops to deal with even more low-level places. Let's just spend some time in Marlion, just getting our strength back, letting people heal. It's going to be important. How are we doing? 10 days. That might not be possible, to be honest. We're going to take out some more desperate highwaymen. Some money, if nothing else. Well, let's do on those deserters, but I don't think we'd be able to catch up to them. I can take out you guys, though. Charge! I'm sad we lost our Noldor Ranger, but it was pretty inevitable that we would lose him fairly soon anyway. I like having Lethal Dirin, because Lethal Dirin is a permanent Noldor soldier. He cannot die. So in that regards, he's very useful. Do some damage to these chaps if we can. There we go, we leveled up. We might be able to get our riding up for a better horse and also some better gloves. Or hand plates, whatever you call them. We do have a very disjointed force and army, which is something we need to bear in mind. There's still one or two soldiers alive, somewhere over here it looks like. Over this hill. We don't have the fastest horse, in all honesty. There you are. Let's see if we can take him out. Four damage, that was pathetic. Come on. No, I think someone else will finish the job. There we go. Vansky Raiders. I'd love to actually hire more Vansky Raiders because they're just pretty strong frontline infantry. Grab all this. That's not a bad amount of stuff to sell. If nothing else, these bandits do usually have a good amount of gear. I mean, it's not good gear, but it's gear that can be sold regardless. Into Marlion. And let's sell all this. I'll tell you what, actually, it's going to get us about 840, 830. It's not terrible. It'll pay our bills for the week. RS the Lotus, what have you got for me? Oh, that would be really nice. I like the Melitene troops, but that's £3,000, which I definitely can't afford. Yeah, I think we want to be thinking about money going forward in this episode and possibly the next couple of episodes. How's my riding doing? It is at 1. We'll put one into strength and one into riding. So I think that now means I can use those silver gauntlets. It's not much, but it's another 6 body armor. It's nothing to be sniffed at for sure. Some more brigands there. We'll deal with them. Sadly, they're not forest bandits, but it's better than nothing. We should really set up some form of proper tactics, but with the forest bandits, you rarely have time to do so because you have to cut off these initial cavalry that charge at you. I find. I mean, these kind of low-level archers are not usually too bad. He says as he almost dies to one. There we go. Let's take out as many as we can. Well, this is giving us proficiency, which is all going to help in the long run, because eventually we're going to want to actually join a Brotherhood Order, because it gives us more money, more benefits, and they give us actual useful items. And I believe you can join orders then leave them, so we might join the Silver Mist initially to get some good gear, and then after that leave. Grab all this. Is that armour better than our current one? 4410? No, it's not quite as good. But it's not far off. To be honest, it's pretty good loot for early game. We'll probably be stuck with some of this armour for quite a while. I wish these spawned forest bandits would be much more useful. Let's upgrade what prisoners we can. Not prisoners, what troops we can. Go for a Maiden Warrior. The Maiden Warriors aren't terrible, actually. They've got some fairly strong armour. We might be better off going for that. Barclay Balestra. Seems all our previous ones died in our engagements with the Jatu. Back to Marleon. Sell all this stuff. I'm going to keep hold of that horse, because that horse could be pretty useful for us. I'm trying to remember where the other kind of businesses I usually pick up are. Can we catch those deserters? No, way too fast. Oh, we actually turned a profit. That's only because most of our troops were dead. How long for this? 700. We've got a little bit of time. Ooh, 20 Ravenstone skirmishers. That's going to be a tasty morsel to attack. Both Noldor lords are up and active, so we want to stay away from Laria. 20 skirmishers we need to charge ASAP because they're going to have all the range on them. Best thing we can do is just charge them down as soon as possible with our cavalry. They're not going to be that strong once engaged in melee, but you can see the amount of ranged fire coming in at us. We just need to get charging in there to deal with them, because once we're there, the Singalian horsemen will have a field day. And because there's 20 of them, we should actually earn a good amount of money here. Not necessarily renown, but we should get a good amount of loot to sell. And we might be able to gear up some of our companions as well, which shouldn't be a bad thing. Not in the slightest. Deal with you. Deal with you. Reaver's leveled up, excellent. Eventually I want to get myself a blunt weapon, because then I can start taking prisoners. And prisoners are useful. 2 renown. 20 items left in pool. It's not going to be a spectacular loot, but it's not bad either. Okay, we're not going to go to Laria. We'll head over to Ethos, maybe. Pick up some more... Oh, God, no. Run, 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 run. I just saw them in time. That's Noldor. That would absolutely slaughter us without any hesitation. We're not friends with them yet. I want to be. Oh, boy, that was close. Hello, who are you? You are Obrist Heinrich, the Mettenheim. Very much based off kind of the German soldiers, I would think. we'll just let you go. Brotherhood of Thieves, you've got some nice farmers. Can we catch up to you? Almost certainly not. We're going to fail this quest at some of its rangers, I think. Just because we're not strong enough to take on the Jatu yet. We're getting very dangerously close to Noldor territory, which is not somewhere we want to be. But if we can catch this Red Brotherhood, there's only 3 of them. We can pick up some farmers, some essentially cannon fodder. But if we can get them upgraded, we might actually be able to turn this into something decent. There's some Guardian Horsemen actually, to their credit, doing quite a bit. I thought they would be quite flimsy. I've never really used some Guardian troops before, but they're not terrible. Right, stab you. Or at least attempt to stab you. There we go. We definitely need more general infantry for sure. Oh, there he is. We're on a very slow horse though, so I'm not sure if we're able to catch on to him, but thankfully someone else killed his horse. Oh, he's doing quite a bit actually. Thank you, Vansky Marauder, you probably saved my life there. Again, this wasn't really to get the loot from these guys, but to get the troops. We'll grab these bits here. Again, it'll be worth something. We can hire the farmers, because they turn into Pendor recruits. Can't take the pilgrims or the peasant women, though. And now we need to get the bloody hell out of here, because this is dangerous territory to be in. Very dangerous territory to be in. We do not want to stay there. Hello, what's going on there? Ooh, that's Huithril. No, we don't want to be near there at all. Neither does various Legatus either. So back to Marlion. Seems to be where we're kind of based at the moment. We'll upgrade these farmers to Pendor recruits. I think probably we'll actually not turn Pendor recruits into light bowmen, because light bowmen are so inherently useless that it might actually be better for us to go after making them into Pendor militia, which is still not perfect, but might give them a bit more survivability, and we definitely need that at the moment. Because at the moment we're just kind of doing quite a low-level bandit hunting, which is by no means a bad thing. That's how every Warband series starts, but still. Oh, you bastard. Come here. Have at you, sir. Right, get you guys. Yeah, we definitely want to get ourselves a blunt weapon, because it gives us more chance of prisoners, which is important. Because prisoners can be sold for money as slaves. Money is useful. Oh, sorry. Probably unnecessarily killed that horse, but it's fine. Need to go deal with this Black Hood Squire over here. Black Heart Squire, even. And we do have a few spearmen around who will do some good work. Tell you what, the Singalians have not been that bad. They've been pulling their weight, to be honest. Let's grab all this. That's a pretty nice shield, actually. We'll keep that for ourselves as well, to be honest. We'll get rid of some of these lesser useful items down the bottom, which won't sell for much at all. And we'll pick up these slightly more expensive items. Not much more expensive, but better than nothing. I do want to speak to Reaver, because I think she needs to give herself a shield. Yeah, she has no shield score. We'll give her strength. Give her a shield. Eventually she'll be able to pick up a shield for herself. I don't think she's got any... Is there not a bow she can have? She does have some power draw. We just haven't found her a bow yet. That's fine. Right, back to Marlion. We'll sell those items. It may not be worth a huge amount, but we're starting to get a little bit more money now. Now, is there a blunt weapon I can pick up here, which is not utterly useless? Usually there's a warhammer. That's a nice weapon, but it's a pick, so it's a pierce. It won't give us any prisoners. There's not one here. We can keep looking. How long left? I don't know if it's going to be possible. If we find some very low level Jatu hordes, that might be the only chance we really have. Or get someone from Sarleon to help, one of the Sarleon lords to help us. That might be a better option. I don't think the Ravenstone will help us, unfortunately. We can lure these guys in. I've got to be a little bit careful though, because their speed probably matches ours. Lord Fossard, can we bring you into this fight? Oh, hang on. No. Oh. You probably had a very panicked spacebar because I thought Lord Fossard was still with us. Eventually we should be able to draw Lord Fossard in. I don't know how useful this will be and how much score we'll get for it. I think he was heading to Valor Shield, wasn't he? No, but Leofrich is here. Wait here for some time. I saw there's a group of 12 Jatu somewhere down here. If I can find where they went, that might be good. Not with the Jatu army hanging about though. That's 31, we don't want to take them on. Party 15, that might be a little bit more feasible. Pendor Militia. Yeah, at least Pendor Militia gives them an actual sword and shield, sword and board, so to speak. 15, can we take you on? I think we're going to have to try. We struggled with 22 before. Cavalry charge, ASAP. Buy us some time, please. Still may not go very well, to be perfectly honest, but we're going to give it a try. Oh, we're knocked out straight away. Good start. Great start. We'll see if we need to run away. I think we might have enough troops this time, but some of our low-level troops will die very quickly, as you can see. Do we stay? Do we go? We leave. It's just not worth it. The Sun Guardians will only help us that much. The Silver Mist Rangers won't help us that much in terms of score and money at this time. It's just not worth the loss of troops we're incurring at the moment, to be perfectly honest. And we just keep on losing troops by doing this, so it's just not ideal. To the tavern. Young Fitzvane nobles. Craval, you got anything for me? You don't. Do you have anything for me? You also don't. How much for you, Fitzvane nobles? I'm not convinced there's someone I need at the moment. I'm just not sure it's ideal, to be honest. However, do you guys have a Warhammer here for me? A rusty mace wouldn't be bad. It's only 1 damage less. Let's do that. At least it allows us to take some prisoners more easily now. Take you out and then go for the bandits afterwards. Let's see how this mace does in combat, because this should give us some prisoners now. And prisoners are useful. Yeah, we're just not ready to take on the Jatu at the moment, so we're going to have to just leave the Jatu for the time being. Question is, can we actually kill someone? Yes, there we can. Brigand knocked out. Excellent. That's what we want to see. Because if they're knocked out, they can be taken prisoner. So we want to get into combat as much as possible and get ourselves as many prisoners as possible. Knock you out. I mean, they're not going to be worth much. They might be worth about 50 dinars each, but it's not nothing. That'd be the same as multiple bits of loot, to be perfectly honest. And also a horse. If we charge in with our horse, can actually take out some prisoners if we're lucky. There we go. Not too bad. I did see there was another group right behind this as well. It's not a bad piece of armour, to be honest. And a lance, but we're not going to really run any of our companions as lancers, so that's fine. Reaver, why do you not have a bow and arrow? Did I set you up wrong? Oh, you're a crossbowy person. Fine, that's why. We haven't really come across many crossbows at the moment. That'll be why you're having some issues finding gear, but let's go speak to these forest outlaws. Anson's ready to upgrade, that's fine, we can do that after this particular fight. In fact, we've got a river, well, let's hold here. Infantry here, archers here. I've got a new keyboard and it really throws me off because I always set the archers, not the infantry. Infantry can charge now, as can cavalry. And we'll go deal with these chaps across the river. No, we won't, because you're chasing us. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, we didn't even pick up the prisoners from the previous fight, did we? No, I think I forgot to. That's okay, these things happen. I mean, these brigands are really not hard. This will sustain us for the time being. Eventually we might want to move on to someone like Sea Raiders, but Sea Raiders are strong, and actually I'd like them to be on our side, if entirely possible. Let's go to some of these less valuable pieces of clothing and items. And we'll pick up these bits, which aren't much more, but they're better than nothing. And we'll go sell this at the whoever the nearest vendor is, probably Sarleon. And we want to pick up some more troops, because 31 isn't quite enough. We started this with 49. Kavera's here, Ashton the Wanderer. I'm not taking mercenary horsemen, they'll cost me an absolute fortune. That will not be worth it in the slightest, so we need to find some more mercenaries elsewhere. Can we buy a really crappy crossbow for Reva here? So she can at least do some range damage. Oh, they're quite expensive. 14.25. We've got more important uses for our money, to be honest, at the moment. Let's head down to Ethos. We're still just about making a profit because our troops are pretty cheap at the moment. We're not going to be able to do the Silver Mist quest. I shouldn't have really taken on the second one. We were quite lucky last time to even manage the first one. Here we've got Sir Alistair, who's a wonderful troop, but we can't pick him up. Maiden Warders will pick up because it's just useful to have more troops in our Warband. What have you got for me, Harmond? 4 Becklaw Berserkers for... No, that's too much money for me to justifiably afford, I would say. As nice as it would be, I just don't think it's possible. Head over to Janos, see if we can pick up some more troops over there. That's interesting. Eldarin is down in this part of the world. He doesn't usually come down this far. Bounty Hunters, I'm not going to accept. Sif Moonshadow, nothing here. Corma Bray, you might have something for me, but not this time, sadly. We just need to avoid the Noldor Lord. Thankfully, he'll be going after much juicier targets than us at the moment. Right. Deserters, that's fine, I don't particularly care about them. We will swim by Singal. One benefit of Singal is there's always a prison broker here. Ramoon the slave trader. Ediz, Vikavi Manhunters will pick up, they're fairly cheap. Units, but they'll do something. You're just some refugees, that's interesting. 443 Singalian slavers we don't want to take on. At least not without some help. I'm going to be careful down this part of the world, there's a lot of Singalians around. Let's go to relative safety of Sarleon territory. Take out this forest out. No, I was about to say take out this forest outlaws, but someone beat us to it. More and more major armies are spawning. You are Knights of the Lion, that's fine. Oh, forest bandits. It's going to be too late for the quest, but we'll take you out anyway. If only we'd seen you sooner. I don't think 17 of them will really be enough to give our score up, but we'll give it a go. Okay. Oh, no. Cease and desist. Go away. Leslie's been knocked out. That's fine. She's not a great combatant yet, but in the future she can turn into something pretty good. As long as you build her outright, so to speak. In terms of her skills, let's deal with this chap. Yeah, we don't quite have the power yet to knock out these lower level guys in one hit, which is a shame because this will be a good, pretty much my main source of income going forward will be prisoners. If nothing else, really, it's getting our proficiency up. Killed my horse, you bastard. My kill, thank you. I'll grab this horse over here. Thankfully that is something you can do. However, not if we are too low in riding skill. That's fine. Gives us 2 renown for morale. Oh, that was a good amount of stuff that people picked up. That was good. Possibly something we could have picked up there for ourselves. That's a hunting crossbow. We'll make sure we give that to Reva if she hasn't picked it up for herself already. Talk to Reva. Yeah, she's got a hunting crossbow now. Fine. She's looking pretty good, actually. Right, here we go. This time we actually want to pick up these prisoners. They'll sell for a good amount. We can hire them, but it will come at a morale cost, and we don't really want to do that. Yeah, quest has failed. I thought as much. Right, let's go back up to Silvermist and explain the situation. Well, I want to watch out for that 3CS patrol. It's not something I want to deal with. I'm just going to sell my gear at Marlion because this at least gives us some money as we go. And we'll pick up some cheap fruit just to give some variety to our troops in terms of their food. Julia's here. There are certain companions I don't really grab in certain stages of the game, and we'll get into that later why that's important. But essentially, a lot of them don't really like each other, and Julia doesn't work with the companions I want. Head over to Yavik's home, see what's happening over here. Sir Alistair's back, Eric's, Brother Randolph. Again, we'll pick up the Maiden Warders. They're pretty much forming the backbone of our army, and they're fairly useless at this stage, but they can turn into something pretty decent as time goes on. I'm going to leave those Vansky Marauders be. We've got bigger fish to fry, really. Treasure Hunters, I wouldn't mind taking out them. Let's just go to Senderfall first and speak to the Silvermist Rangers and say sorry. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I'm disappointed with your inability to defeat enough enemies of our order. We do not reward failure. That's fair enough. Probably want to just not take another quest in them for a little while until a little bit stronger. And we can take out more people. We could probably take out some Snow Clan troops though, that's fine. They're not as strong as the Jatu, but they're pretty nimble and trying to catch up to them. It's a little bit tough. Let's go help out these farmers actually. It will give us some positive relation with both the village and the Ravenstone kingdom as a whole. Now we do want to get some positive relation up with local villages. It won't be important until we form our own kingdom, but when we do, it'll become very important because once we form our own kingdom, we can then hire from villages, because then they will eventually have the culture of Pendor, in which case we'll be allowed to hire them. Up until that point, we can't hire from villages, but it just means that if you have really high relation with a village, when you do eventually hire for them, you can get many more high-level troops, and also numerically just more troops as well. So it's very much worth doing. And when you fight in Ravenstone, you get the bagpipe music, which I like. I like bagpipes. I know some people aren't too thrilled by them, but I really quite enjoy them, to be honest. We'll grab these guys. Refugee I think we can take, because I think they turn into Pendor recruits. Yes, they do. And we'll head into Ravenstone, see what's happening in this part of the world. Hello. Is that a fight that can be won? That's just a mismounting army, but I don't think... Unless someone else comes and joins in with that fight, we're not going to be able to join in. Sadly, because that's a very fun one to deal with. Bandit hunters are not going to take Torven. I want to sell my prisoners, 414, for only about 5 prisoners, so you can see why it's worth doing. There's a farmer here. We will speak to the farmer. Madam, you look like a lady of the sword and someone who could help us. Will you hear my plea? A band of brigands are taking refuge in our village. They've taken everything we have, forced us to serve them, and do us much evil. If one of us so much breathes the word of protest, they kill the poor soul on the spot right away. Our lives have become unbearable, or risked my skin and ran away to find someone who can help us. Why don't you go to the lord of your village? He should take care of the vermin. I did, madam, but our lord's men did not let me see him and said he was occupied with more important matters. Naturally, we should deal with our own problem ourselves. Please, madam, you look like a lady of valour and a fearsome warrior, and you have no doubt many friends and soldiers at your service. If there's anyone who can help us, it's you. Very well. We could say, oh, what's in it for us? But no, we'll just go fight. Orin. Orin's not too far away. It's just this one here. In fact, it's right next to the kidnapper's hideout. Let's just make sure we're ready for this. This can sometimes be a little bit of a tough fight, because these are mismounted raiders. This is not where I wanted to go. I did not mean to come here. But fine, we're here now. This was the... fine, everyone follow me. This is the mismounted hideout, which we need to do for the quest line for the Merchant of Ravenstone. This is not what I wanted to do at this stage of the campaign, but it's fine. Oh, a headshot. Look about that. Right, charge. This one might actually be okay. I think this one might be fairly low level, because it's the kind of starting quest. But I did not read where I was entering into. We'll deal with these guys and then we'll go deal with the farmers thing afterwards. Oh boy, there's the person I was worried about. Everyone follow me. Thank you. The Spartan raiding chiefs are a problem. And there's another one. Oh boy. No, 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 no. Bugger off. Leave me in peace. Fine, everyone charge. This is a problem. We need our advanced screen troops here, really. This is the thing. With this, you don't have many... oh, there's 2 of them. No! We're being shot as well. This is the thing. We're just not quite ready for this. We need some high-level companions. Yep. That's fine. We can launch attack another day. That's fine. We're going to have to go back to Ravenstone, though, and just recover our health, because that's not where I wanted to be. Looks like the Sarlions failed there. Usually the kidnapper's hideout doesn't actually land on top of Orin. That's quite a rarity. Still don't want the bounty hunters here. How's our party looking now? A little better. Let's go for more strength and another riding point. And then more proficiency wherever we can. Orin's currently being raided, which is a problem. But we can deal with these guys before the raiding completes. So we'll manage here, and then they'll immediately be raided by the Kingdom of Sarlion. But we'll have done our duty. But there are some pretty high-level cavalry here. This might, again, be a problem. I'm used to playing this where I've got many more high-level troops. So, yeah, Orin might struggle here, as might we. Do some ninja jumps at you if we can. I see you there. Trying to kill me. Yeah, this isn't going very well. You're dead. We might still manage if we're lucky. A lot of cavalrymen over here. Oh, bugger. We might just be able to swarm these cavalry with numbers. They might get stuck on the buildings. That's our best chance, really. We're not even going to get much benefits for doing this, but it's planning for the future, which is the main thing. We do have the local farmers helping us. They're not going to do much, to be honest. If nothing else, hopefully the farmers will be killed, not our troops. We've lost 4 troops so far, it's not terrible. I think we'll be okay here. It will be a tough fight, and we will lose probably a few more troops before time is over. Well done, Buckley Infantry, you're doing well here. You shouldn't really use a spear though. This is not really the fight for a spear. I much prefer you had a sword or axe. Can use a crossbow though, that's probably a good idea. Only if you actually win the fight. Yeah, we'll manage here. There'll be a few kind of knights hanging around here, which will cause some problems. Thankfully, this Guardian Spearman will be doing some good work. I think it's just this chap up here now. Well done, Farmer. We should recruit you. You're pretty good. Right, we gain 7 renown and 6 morale, so it's worth doing just for the renown, to be honest. We can take stuff from them. I'm actually going to refuse because that gives us honour, which is important, and also improves our relation with Orin, which at the moment is not going to be useful, but in like 40 parts time it will be useful. So, yeah. What to do next? Let's head over to Rain. Hello, who are you? Can we take you guys on? No, a bit too late. You've got a lot of farmers though. I'd like to take you on. I don't know how many of these prisoners we'll get to rescue now that another lord is involved. But I'd like to. Because it would be useful to have the additional farmers that we can level up. I do want to pick up Donovan as a trainer. It will be very important to us to have Donovan and Sir Alistair. They're both excellent soldiers. They will be able to give plenty of good, useful advice to our lower level troops. Right. Here they come. We'll let these guys take the brunt of the damage because they are a much more professional army than we are. And now we can charge. Oh, that's a friendly horseman. Don't want to do that. Let's go after some of the troops on the floor. Probably not you, but we might be able to shoot you. And then run away because you're terrifying to me at the moment. One hit from you will kill me, almost certainly. Oh, we just missed you. Oh, we didn't do anything in that battle, but that's fine. Oh, just look how cool the armour looks on the more high-level stuff. It's just really cool. More positive relation with the Kingdom of Ravenstone. And anything to pick up? A few little bits here and there. We do get to pick up at least some of these farmers and the refugee. And a Bearclaw Berserker who will be worth a little bit of money. So that's by no means a bad thing. We'll get a heavy soldat out. We need a few of them. We need a bit more of a toughish front line than we have at the moment. Over to Rain. Because I think I know what I want to do here. First of all, sell these bits of gear for not much money. But we're going to take a walk around the streets. Because if the game stops freaking out, I'm going to go grab all that stuff I saw in a previous episode. Not the Qualis Gem. Qualis Gem is going to stay here. I'm going to grab all these bits. That armour is not as good as ours, but we can take this for someone else. I'm going to grab all of those. First of all, go to camp, manage party inventory. I'm going to see if anyone wants either of these bits of armour. That's fine. They're probably not strong enough, but I'll just sell it for the time being. Sell you, and sell as much of this as we can. Probably should have taken the exact price, but it's okay. Take one of these back. And we're going to try to set up another business here, because this is giving us quite a bit of money. We won't be able to do it here at Rain. Usually, Ravenstand's not a bad place to put one down, because it's not usually too plagued by bandits. In fact, Senderfall would probably be better. But Senderfall sometimes has issues with sea raiders, so we'll go to Ravenstone, speak to the Guildmaster, and I'd like to have a productive enterprise here. And usually the most profitable one is the Weaving and Dye Works to make velvet. It'll give me 580 a week. It's not spectacular, but it will do. That will take a week to get up and running, but once it does, that will give us more profit going forward. I mean, the oil press ethos is an exceptional first business to put up. I always suggest to anyone who plays this mod that you start with a ethos oil place, because it's the most profitable place for the cheapest amount of money. Let's take on these chaps here. We should be okay to take them on, I think.
I'll crush your people, see them driven before me, and hear the lamentation of your women.
Does anyone think he sounds a little bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger there? I will crush your people, drive them before me, and hear the lamentation of your women. I mean, that was a terrible accent, but you get the point. Okay, charge. I've got to remember a lot of my troops are maiden warders who are just not strong enough. This, again, might have been a mistake. Horse is taking a little bit of damage. We don't really want to get stuck here. I think we will win this fight. It's not as... These guys are like the easiest ones to take on out of the Sea Raiders, the Jatu, the Snake Cult, who we haven't really met yet, and the Heretics, who we've met a little bit of. These guys are really the weakest of the bunch, because the really strongly armoured Bearclaw Berserkers are a problem, make no mistake, but the others aren't too bad. You can see we're losing a lot to Bearclaw Berserkers, but the rest of the troops are not too bad to deal with, in all honesty. Let's jump over that horse who's charging at us to keep our momentum. Hit you. There we go. Take out that mismounted warrior. That'll be a couple of 100 dinars, hopefully. Who's still left? You. There we go. Knock him out. That's more money for us. I'd like to knock out this chap as well if I can. No, because we missed our shot. There we go. Killed by the Vikavi Sentinel. Eventually I'll give all my companions blunt weapons as well, because then that will just add more prisoners on as time goes. And killing the mismounted tribes gives us a good amount of renown and morale, to be honest. Just make sure there's nothing here we want for ourselves. Doesn't look like it. So heroes can grab whatever they want, and we'll take the rest to sell. I should sell for a decent amount. In fact, we're not far off being able to get, maybe even get a secondary business down pretty soon as well. Pendor recruit, wonderful. We'll go sell the stuff at Yavik's home. And we can see who's in the tavern as well. There's also another group of Knighthood Order soldiers I'd like to speak to when I'm in this part of the world. Torvern, anything for me? First of all, summon prisoners at 700 dinars. I'm going to head down via Valembre, because I might be able to pick up some more goods to sell. Just got to watch out for both Vansquiri Raiders and Knights of the Dawn. However, oh no, we could have taken part in a battle against a heretic army, but it's going to be, by the time we get there, they'll be dead. That's a shame. They're always fun taking... No, 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 no. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Knights of the Dawn are not someone I want to take on. Even with only 15 of them being actual Knights of the Dawn troops, that's not someone we want to fight. Sion and Ravenstern have made peace, as have the Dashar and the Fierce Fane. That's not too bad. Hopefully... I'd like to bring the Knights of the Dawn on side eventually, because they're just a pain. It means I can rarely go into Valembre. But I want to speak to these chaps down here in Windholm. I'll just go to the tavern first, see who's here. Crevold has something for me. 3 Ravenstone Highlanders, that's not worth the money. They tend to die because they don't have any shields. They're very strong two-handed weapon soldiers, but it's just not worth it. Go to the marketplace. I believe here you can do a good amount of trading. We'll check trade while we're here. And I don't come down into this part of the world very often. Buying salt at Ravenstern and selling it at Ravenstern or Yavik's home would sell it for a pretty good amount. How much salt do you have? We'll buy all your salt. It's quite a lot of money. 2331. But I do also want to speak to these guys, the Kraken Radari. They're pretty damn cool in the way they look. What do you want us to do? I can't see what their bounty quest is because I failed the other one. Fine. We'll have to come back for that. The Kraken cultists are very cool. Knights of the Dawn, run away. Run away from the Knights of the Dawn, please. We'll have to stop off in Hrolfsson Castle, maybe. We're okay. I'm still determined to try and make it into Vandenbray if possible. There we go, we made it in. Into the tavern. Lethal Dirin is here. Ooh. 6 grand, we might have enough. I can't remember how much he needs. Lethal Dirin is an excellent soldier to have on board. 6,000 dinars. I know that's an exceptional amount of money to pay, but he has so many positives to have Lethal Dirin on board. It's very much worth it. I'd like these guys to join. There's only 2. Yeah, Lethal Dirin is no joke. He's very much worth having. 6,000 means it's going to take longer for us to get our next enterprise, but Lethal Dirin will give us a lot of help and survivability out on the field. We're going to go to Yavik's home and sell all this salt so we can pay our wages for the week. I don't know how much money that really made for us, but we'll assess the local prices while we're here. Buying linen, sending it to Marleon wouldn't be bad. Let's see how much we can get here. 1849. We'll see how much it sells for. Unlike our other companions, Lethal Dirin is a very high level soldier and he will not allow you to change his loadout or his skills for quite some time yet. You have to be a much better soldier before they're willing to do that. So Lethal Dirin, we just leave him be. He does cost 344 dinars a week, which is a lot, and it does feel like a little bit of an excess, but it will be worth it when we take him out into the field for sure. Send over to Marleon and sell this linen that we said we would. In fact, I want to try show you the benefits of Lethal Dirin. Hello, brigands. We're going to take you on. Infantry. Hold this mission. Infantry is going to just do whatever, but Lethal Dirin, I want to get him up here because I want him to start firing. He may not... The quality of him may not show up in this short fight, but he's so good. I mean, you can see he's already got a kill there, but his archery skills are just phenomenal. And he'll be very useful in the long run overall. Look, killed by Lethal Dirin. I don't know how many more will be killed by Lethal Dirin, but he will really come into his own, especially in larger fights. Killed by Lethal Dirin. Killed by Lethal Dirin. Killed by Lethal Dirin. Killed by Lethal Dirin. You get my point? Lethal Dirin is very much worth having. Having an elfish archer who can't die, a little bit like Legolas in Lord of the Rings, is very useful indeed. Well done, sir. Well done. Okay, we'll let our people grab what they can from here. And return. Captain, Reva is an insufferable prima donna about the way I address her and also my profession. I ask you, what's wrong with providing a valuable service for a price? There's plenty in Pendor, one killing that I can tell you, starting with her. How does a bandit slut qualify you to criticise a Noldor, I ask you? Lethal Dirin is a bit much, calling her that. Why does a perfectly competent bandit wench prefer to be called a lady? Some of these human habits are quite bewildering. Surely she should be proud of her true profession. I don't like the way you talk to Reva, but you're much more valuable, so you have my support in this. Reva is upset, understandably, with Lethal Dirin calling her that. But honestly, it's worth... Keeping Lethal Dirin around is very worth it. We made a couple of 100 dinars off there. That probably wasn't worth it, the trade, but that's fine. Grab those bits. Head to the tavern. Iris the Lotus is here. What do you have for me? You've got 10 bounty hunters. No, they are not worth it. And I tell you what, I think we'll call things there. We're going a little while. We picked up Lethal Deerin, and he's very, very good. Even if we went against the Black Coven, we should probably do quite well. In fact, we probably will next time. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.